Welcome to the iBaax tutorial video for publishing an agent profile. From the dashboard, if you click on your profile picture area and name, you'll get the drop down in order to access My Profile. By clicking My Profile, it will load the profile screen in order for you to add your information. Already some of the information has been added when you signed up using the registration process for iBaax. First thing I'd want to do is add my profile image. So by rolling the mouse over, I can change the photo of my profile image, which will allow me to select an image from my hard drive. Navigate to your hard drive area in which to pick up the image. Say open. That will bring in your photo, and from here I'm allowed to crop the size of the image. I get a nice headshot there. Click on the crop button, bottom left hand corner. I can just check I'm happy with the crop and then say save. You'll see now the image is cropped perfectly and appearing as my profile image. This profile image is what users will see when they're navigating the website and looking for agents. This was the photo that they will see. To further personalize my profile, I can add a cover image. Again, the same process. I'm able to upload a picture by selecting image. From here I can select New York City landscape. This will appear in the page. Again, you'll have to crop so it all fits within your profile cover. There we go, it's a nice selection of the skyline of New York, and since I'm selling properties as an agent in New York, it's nice to associate the picture with my services. If I click crop, save the image, you now have the skyline of New York as my cover image. How you see the profile page here is as how a user will see on the front end. So straight away from here I can edit in line as to the company and the real estate agency brokerage that I'm working for. I can add specialities. So by clicking on any of the add buttons or edit items that pop up will allow me to edit the information. So I'm going to click edit. This now brings me to my info profile page where I can see all the details that I need to add. So already my name, last name and an email address has been added, and I can start to input my other details such as mobile number. Paste in a telephone number there. We can also do the office phone. I can write my job title, which is real estate agent, and also add my license number as a real estate agent. In this case we'll put 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as my license number. I can set where I'm operating from, add the zip code 10007, street address, it's Lower Manhattan. I'll then add my street address for more accurate Google Map positioning. You can see now that's updated on the Google Maps. If I scroll down a little down the page, I have a little about me. This is the description area, just to talk a little bit about myself, who I am, why I'm involved with real estate, what I can do for you as a client. So this information here, write a nice warm message. I'll paste in there, hi, I'm Robert and thanks for viewing my profile, and then just talk a little bit about how you can help the user who's looking at your profile page. Scroll further down the page, I've got additional info, which if I open up, I can add various additional information about my home phone number. I can also add a fax number if I have one. I'm able to add my date of birth. So using the date picker, I can go back to my birth date and select, and that will add to the system the date. Also added information, I can select my agenda and also number of languages that I speak, in this case English, and also a little bit of Spanish. It's important nowadays, a lot of people are socially connected online with social media, So I can add all of my social profiles here. My LinkedIn profile, very important indeed for business. I also have my personal Facebook profile address I can add. My Twitter, my Google Plus and personal blog addresses I can add in. Another important one, Skype address. So all this information now is ready to be saved. By clicking save, this will now save my profile with the updated information. I get a message here to confirm that it's been added successfully. I can scroll back up the page and then click on the tab that says View Profile. This will show me how my profile will appear to users looking at the front end of the website. You can see now the information that I added with regards to my telephone number, what my job title was, my license number, and a little about me that appears here with the text and the information, small description about me. I can look on more to see added down below the other information which I added under about me as to the office address, my mobile number, telephone number, my Skype ID, along with my Facebook and LinkedIn information. Language, English, Spanish, all showing here. Having added this basic information about me, I now want to add more information that I can see on screen that isn't yet filled in. So for example, specialities. I would like to add information about what I'm good at, what I specialize in with regards to real estate. So by clicking add, again I'm returned to the page with my basic information, and I can click on skills, and this will now allow me to build a skill list to show my specialities. So let's go ahead, add some skills of what my specialities are. Looking down the list, we have buyer's agent. I'm good with commercial properties. I believe I work well with first-time home buyers, especially on foreclosure properties. From the list, I'm also involved with sellers agents. So having selected these, simply add specialities. Again, I have a green message here, success, to say that they've been added. I scroll back up, I will see that my skill list now has had these added to the system. Not only adding your skills, can you add then the number of years experience and a rating. So by choosing one, I can click on the edit button, which will allow me now to add the numbers of years of experience I have for that particular speciality. So I've been involved with real estate for 7 to 8 years. I'm going to say 8 years experience, and I consider myself 5-star for this particular skill. Clicking save, you'll see I have a rating and my years of experience. Commercial properties as an example, maybe I'm new to commercial properties, I've only been doing that for the last 2 years, then I can put 2 years experience and say that my rating is probably 3 with the knowledge that I have of this information in time. And save, again this will update. Once I've added my skills, I can then work on to service areas. Now from in service areas, this is the areas, the locations that I service the properties that are around. So by simply clicking onto the add button here, it will allow me to select by country. I'm in the United States. My state is New York that I'm operating. From within New York, I can select then the city that I'm working. Manhattan is there. I can select that. Zip code I can add, but I can say how many miles from the city of Manhattan is my coverage. So we're going to say 20-mile radius of Manhattan. This is one of my service areas. I click save. This then becomes added into the service areas. I'll show you where then this appears once we view profile. You will see this information start to appear in my profile page. Let's add one more. Again, United States, still in New York. I can select the city, Astoria, and maybe we say 10 miles outside of Astoria is another coverage area. Click save, it's now added. Let's click through to view my profile just from the last two tabs that we've added the skills and the service areas. Let's view the profile. You can see now the information appearing here under specialities. It's now added the information. If there's more, it will appear, or less. If I scroll down, I start to see my service areas here appearing: Manhattan, Astoria. Let's scroll back up. I want to complete my profile now, so I'm going to click on Add. Again, I'm presented with my list of information to change. I'm going to click on Work Experience. So I want to add list of work experience. I'm going to click on the Add button here. It's going to allow me to then input the details of the previous experience that I've had. So I add that I was working with My Home New York Realty Group. Input the employer website address. Importantly, what was my job title and position within that company. I can state if it's my current job. It's not. This was my previous job, so I'm going to leave this unchecked. What was the start date of my position within that company? Well, it was back in 2013, October the 30th that I'd begun, and I finished working with that company back in March 2015 on the 11th. Where was the company located? Well, it's in the United States. If I type in United States, the state, it was also in New York, and the city was Astoria. This is why I know so much information about Astoria and properties, because of my previous experience. This is good information that people looking at my profile would like to know, that I've had, again, the years experience and worked with other reputable companies in that area. As a job description, I can include the previous work involvement, my project information, what I was doing, paste in here what my role was, who I was involved with, 8 agents servicing the Astoria area and handling all aspects of buyer-seller needs, performance reporting to management, target KPIs and training. This is all valid and useful information for people looking at my profile. Having added all of that, simply click the Save button and it will now add that to my list of work experience. Important as well that I can show people my certifications relating to real estate or business studies that I've done. Again, this helps build my reputation and build my profile so people know that I am the person they should be using for their agent. So I can select from the certification list. In this case here we have CIPS, or if it's not listed I can write in the name here. When was it issued? I had this back in 2012, January, around the 5th, and it expires for a number of years, on 10 years, on 2022, before I have to renew it in March the 10th time. Who was the certification authority? I got the certificate through New York Real Estate Institute, in the country United States. Again, the state of New York, and this time Manhattan. I was able to add a brief description as to what the certificate was for and what it represents. Again, all this information adds to my profile and builds my reputation online. Scroll down further, I can then save, and that's simply added now certifications to my profile list. More and more people now online are using videos to review, to see more information about everything. So by clicking on videos, I'm able to paste in links to my YouTube channel where I have maybe an online review or a further profile about me. Simply by copying in the YouTube location, pressing upload, it will add the video for my profile. Let's now look again at my profile to see all the added information that's been put in there. As I look at my profile now, you'll see it starting to fill out as I scroll down. You can see the video that's embedded. If I go to the About Me section, I can now see further information about my specialities and also my certification and licenses that I have. Scroll back up, you'll see that automatically it's showing listings, sales and rentals. This is 2 listings for sale and I have 0 rentals. Now if I scroll down again the page, you'll see that my properties, these have been bought in automatically from the database. I haven't had to add this to my profile. These will be general and appear straight away. So in order for me to see from here how this appears actually in a search on the front of the website, if I go to the iBaax.com, I can visit the US site and I can do a search for agents. If I type in there New York and do a search, it gives me a list results of 10 agents in New York that match that criteria. If I scroll down, I can see that my profile here, Robert Green, has been added. There's my profile image, then I'm a real estate agent working for this company. If I click on Robert Green, you will then see the profile that was built without the edit or add buttons. This purely now is how a user would view my information online. You can see more information about me, see where my properties are located on the Google Maps, and then they have the form here which they can fill in and contact me and select a service to let me know if they're looking for rent or if they're looking to buy. You can fill these details in, send the message, and I'll receive the email in my control panel and an email to me also. Thank you for watching how to publish a profile for an agent.